This is a call for an uprising. We welcome you to today's show and ask those of you who have not subscribed to please subscribe to our YouTube channel as we continue to expose the satanic Illuminati agenda and the ushering in of the Antichrist. Today's show I want to talk about a new music video featuring, guess who? Rihanna. Even though the video claims to be by Calvin Harris featuring Rihanna, if you watch the video, it's actually Rihanna the entire time. The song is called This Is What You Came For. And I want to talk about the video because Rihanna and a lot of these main musicians now are pushing the Saturn's cube in their music videos. They're not just showing pyramids, they're not just showing all-seeing eyes, they're not just showing scandalous, sexual perversion. The cube is one of the most commonly seen things throughout these music videos now and throughout film. You'll see it in Lady Gaga's videos as well as in the Intel commercial. Google often posts, their main page often has Google inside of the cube. You'll see Rihanna in other videos have it. Many, many artists have it. You've seen the cube, Saturn's cube, inside of movies such as Hellraiser or films like that, which reference the cube as Pandora's box. There's a lot of symbolism with Saturn's cube and the occult. For starters, Saturn is Satan. Okay, Saturn represents Satan. And the cube, which you see, which you can find in many, many locations, strategically placed around the world, the black cube representing Saturn's cube, represents Satan. It represents the lifting of the veil and the opening of Pandora's box, so to speak, which is about to occur. As with CERN and these other things that they're trying to do, they're trying to lift the veil that God put over the spiritual realm. If you notice in these videos, you'll see people on the outside, especially here in this video, see Rihanna inside of the cube. Now, if you look outside of it, you can see people, what appears to be a club, people dancing. Those are representing of the souls on the other side that they want to bring over here. That's why they use the symbolism all the time, and they show things on the outside of the cube, okay, trying to get inside of the cube, the spiritual realm trying to be opened up, and that's what it represents. And you'll see it all over the place in film and in music. You'll even see Disney use it, because of course Disney promotes the pentagram and things like that. In some cartoons with Donald Duck, they would show the pentagram, and they would talk about how, all the points of the pentagram are equal, and they actually equal up to a cube, a perfectly placed cube, which, at a young age, that's just them getting children conditioned and brainwashed with, accepting what is to come, with accepting of the pentagram, accepting of magic, because Disney is nothing but sorcery and magic. But they've been showing this stuff for a long time, referencing Saturn's cube. So this video, the entire thing takes place inside of the cube. Like I said, Lady Gaga on the Intel commercials, Drake recently on Saturday Night Live was inside of the cube. Okay, the cube is something that you wouldn't pick up on, because some people, when they try to examine these things, they're too busy looking for the basically obvious symbols, which of course are always there. But you'll see them inside of a cube all the time, inside of this square. And there's usually also a door involved. And you'll see Rihanna, there is a door. They show a door. Okay, we saw it in the Sia music video. So this is something they're preparing everybody for, which is the acceptance of the Antichrist. So this is a lifting of the veil that is to come, which they are trying to do, which is open up the spiritual realm using CERN, creating this black hole to bring over what's on the other side. That is black matter, that is demons, that is demonic beings and entities, the fallen angels, all of that stuff. So they constantly are referencing it in videos. You also see in this video that she talks a lot about lightning, over and over about lightning. Lightning, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves. The whole song just, she keeps saying that. Lightning, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves. And we know, I've talked about it on this channel, I've exposed the lightning bolt and its symbol. Most people out there who are awake are aware of what the lightning bolt represents, but again, I'll let you know, the lightning bolt represents Satan's fall from heaven. In Luke 10:18, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Okay, Satan fell from the sky like lightning. So you see Rihanna put her hands up, and you see the lightning, in the sky coming down and striking her. You also see on the floor the cube tiles, okay, which, they don't have the black and white symbolism, but the cube tiles, is referencing the Freemasons. The cube tiles are always going to be there. The cube inside of the cube, so to speak. So this is just a simple music video where, you would think, oh, well, is she really doing anything? Because she's just inside this giant square. Well, what do you think? She just happened to talk to the producers. Wouldn't it be cool if we just did something inside of a giant cube? Oh, wait, haven't we seen that before? Hasn't Lady Gaga just done that at the Grammys? Haven't we, seen it in these Intel commercials? Didn't Drake just do it on Saturday Night Live? Didn't, see it have this cube with a door? All these references to the cube that you constantly see everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. It is Saturn's cube. It is the black cube. okay, represents dark. It represents the spiritual realm that is being opened, Pandora's box, so to speak, bringing over what's on the other side. So it's important to know that. This is Rihanna. Just again, they use her over and over. It seems like every time a video comes out featuring her, she is the one specifically. Like, some of these artists will have a video or two that come out where you probably won't be able to find symbols. You might be able to find some meaning in the lyrics, but they won't go over the top every single time to make it blatantly obvious. Rihanna, almost everything that comes out with Rihanna in it is filled with occultic symbolism. Filled with it. Beyonce would be the other one who is just loaded with, pushing some type of Illuminati agenda. It doesn't have to be occultic symbolism, but it could be an Illuminati agenda like the race war, which we've seen Beyonce promote over and over in her videos and in her songs and in her performances. So with Rihanna here, you see her promoting, what is going to come, the acceptance of the Antichrist. And listen, I did a video, one of my first videos, I had to take it down, because it was just, I was using a lot of the video from the video, and I don't want to get copyright strikes on a lot of these, so I've been going through a lot of my old ones and taking them down because, I can't risk that. But I'll do another one on Rihanna's anti-diary video, because a lot of you are new subscribers. And in that video, specifically, not only do you see the cube and, blatantly obvious symbols, but you actually see Rihanna give the mark of the beast to somebody in the video, tattoo the mark of the beast on someone's forehead. All sorts of dark symbolism inside of it. It's one of the most satanic videos you'll ever watch. It's called Rihanna's Anti-Diary. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Okay, it's filled with what is to come and the acceptance of the mark of the beast. And even in that video, you see the cube and you see her bathing, and you see on the other side the spiritual realm that she is bringing over to this side, because that's what they want to do. They want to open the black hole. They want to bring over what's on the other side. And again, Saturn and this cube, which is known as Saturn's cube, it represents Satan. It represents Lucifer. And again, you'll just see these symbols flash over and over, but there's meaning to it. They condition you and they prepare you by showing you these things in these videos. Okay, that's how they get people to subconsciously, they see this stuff, but they're actually watching it. They think they're paying attention. They're just staring at Rihanna, and they're not picking up on the signs and the symbols around them, but their brain is processing it, and their brain is storing it, and it is subconsciously conditioning them for what is to come, the acceptance of the Antichrist, the acceptance of the mark of the beast, and all of the things that they have planned for us in the immediate future. Okay, that is what CERN is trying to do. They're trying to open a black hole. They're trying to bring over what is on the other side and lift the veil. And they just are showing us these things over and over. We have to be prepared. We have to stay strong in our faith. We have to keep reading our Bible. Obviously, as Christians, we have brothers and sisters out there who are lukewarm in their faith, who refuse to see what's going on. We have to wake people up to see these signs. So whether it's something blatantly obvious, whether it's something in the news, whether it's a false flag event that's going on, or even just a music video, because most people are watching these. These are their false idols. These are the people that they worship. Okay, they will never admit it because of their pride. They won't say, "Oh, Rihanna, she's, I'm just a fan. I'm not obsessed with her." These false idols, not only do they persuade the public and the masses into following agendas, that's why they go out there and they support, transgenderism and all this stuff, because the elitists tell them to do it, and they have to do what they're told. And then the mass, the public, they follow along with whatever they push, whatever they tell them. But also, these symbols that you see in these videos, people say, well, what's the big deal? An all-seeing eye. What's the big deal? Pyramid. It is all conditioning your subconscious mind for what is to come. It's all part of the sorcery and the witchcraft that they are putting on everyone. So it's important to see these signs. It's important to see these symbols. We have to be aware of them. Okay, we have to keep spreading the word so that people don't get put into this spell and this deception and accept the Antichrist when he comes, because they're slowly, through doing stuff like this, and this subliminal mind control and this subliminal brainwashing that's going on, they're turning people on Christians. They're making Christians look really, really bad, like bigots, like hateful people. And the symbolism and those things are the conditioning to get these people who are now falling away from their faith and the other people out there who hate Christians into accepting these, what is to come, because these symbols are going to be representative of the Antichrist. They already are representative of him. And these people won't be afraid of these signs or these symbols. They'll already be conditioned with them. They'll already be under this deception and under this spell, and they're going to go along with it. The Bible tells us that. Prophecy tells us what's going to happen. But that doesn't mean we can't point it out and try to help at least save a few souls and bring them back to our Father. I mean, that's what this channel is about. I'm not trying to stop prophecy. I don't think I can save the world. That's not my goal. But if we could save 1 soul, 5 souls, 10 souls, and wake them up and either get them hot in their faith, or somebody who was tricked into being an atheist, get them to see the obvious signs of what's going on and how prophecy is being fulfilled, it might bring them to Christ. And that's what we have to do. That's what we have to remember, because these souls matter to our Father. So pray for these people. Pray that people, when they see this stuff, that they ask questions and they say, well, nothing's random in a music video that they put, $50 million, or not 50, a couple $1 million into producing. Okay, nothing in it's random. So why is that there? Why is this there? Give me a reason for it. Or at least sit there and think to yourself, well, why is the same symbols being used in all these videos? If they claim to be artistic and they claim to be creative, then why are they all using the same signs and symbols? Get it? Because they're not being artistic, they're not being creative. This is part of an agenda. This is part of the conditioning and the brainwashing. Okay, they're taking over our subconscious minds with this propaganda that they're pushing, and these symbols that they're flashing. These symbols that run and control the world. They do everything in secrecy and get away with it. Watch the video I did on real witches, being rattled by this channel, because this guy who stalks the channel watched it. He saw my videos on exposing witches. And he's telling other witches to be quiet about it. Oh, you got to be quiet. You can't go out. You got to remember, we have an oath of silence, because they don't want anyone to know what's going on. Because if people don't know what's going on, things will continue to go this way. Okay, the trumpets will sound sooner than not, but so many souls will be lost because these people are just using witchcraft and sorcery through these videos and through all the sources of media to just deceive the masses and trick them and get them lukewarm in their faith and to bring them away from God. And that's exactly what they're doing. So just pray that people start seeing these signs and symbols and they wake up. I mean, this is just a basic video here where Rihanna spends the entire time inside of a cube. And somebody would look at it and they go, well, I don't see pyramids. I don't see all-seeing eyes everywhere. Well, look, the cube is representative of something too, okay? The cube represents Pandora's box. It represents Saturn. Represents Lucifer. That's what the cube represents. And the people on the other side represent the veil that they're trying to lift. Oh, look, there's lightning again. We see that every single time in these videos. Lightning bolts. Heavy metal musicians. Lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. Okay? It represents the devil. It doesn't matter if it's not over the top or not. Your brain is still processing these subconscious images. These images subconsciously. You have to be aware, and we have to make people aware. So I thank you for listening to today's show. Let's just stay strong in our faith as always, stay strong in our scriptures, and try our best to just however we can. That's why you have to constantly try different ways to wake people up. Somebody might wake up by seeing my crisis actor video and laugh and say, oh my gosh, I didn't see how obvious this was. Or somebody who's obsessed with Rihanna might see this and say, okay, let me look deeper into Saturn's cube and what it represents. Let me look deeper into Rihanna's anti-diary video, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and put one and one together. We have to keep trying. That's my point. We have to keep trying. We can't give up on people. It's too important. That's our job here, is to help bring souls back to our Father, because this is a spiritual war. And we have to, keep our armor on. And that doesn't mean just reading scriptures. That means, living the way God wants us to live and helping our brothers and sisters out and wake them up. We still have to care about them. We can't give up on them. So again, I thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families. May peace